Yeah, so the clothes are getting tight, and I don't regret eating all the food that I've eaten the last few weeks. Honestly, I figured, well, let's eat it now and Dave and I will enjoy.
Hi, my name is Kimberly, and welcome to Kimberly's Sandbox. Back in 2015, I decided I was going to figure out a way to be able to liberate my life so that I could travel and feel like I was truly living. And after one hell of a year in 2020, 2021 came, and everything came together.
Well, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing great. I'm in the process today just trying to figure out my plan for the next, say, 2 months or so while Dave's gone. And he has boarded his flight. Everything has gone completely fine. No major issues with that he reported. And it's pouring. It's pouring like buckets outside. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. But I did start my day off really well. I decided at 2 o'clock in the morning, when I was just laying there and still could not sleep after trying over and over and over to get to sleep, I decided I would just come out here and send some emails and take care of some business things that I needed to do. And also, while I was sitting out here, I was thinking to myself, okay, what and how am I going to approach the next, several weeks that Dave is not here? And I really wanted to take advantage of the time. I do want to enjoy myself, but I also wanted to set some goals for myself and accomplish some things. So one thing I'm going to be doing certainly is making some videos, and I was thinking about content, and today I figured I would share with you what I'm going to do as far as taking better care of myself. Coming to Thailand, that was a little bit of my thought process. Now, over the last few years, I have been actively engaged in exercise and lifting weights. I've been a runner since 2009, a marathoner. I've done ultra marathons, really long distances, and unfortunately I've also had several injuries as well from running. My days of running, I know, are probably pretty slim and few and far between. I can still pound out a half marathon quite well for my age, and I do enjoy the shorter distances a lot more these days, just because of the wear and tear on my body. And you know what? My schedule was super demanding in the States. I really didn't have a lot of time to invest in training, and my priorities just changed over the last few years. Some of you know, and many of you don't know, I had breast cancer. I was diagnosed in 2013, and it was right around the time that I thought I was at my healthiest in my entire life. I was running 60-70 mile weeks, and I was pulling some really fast times in my races and placing, in the top 3 in my age group. And I just thought, gosh, I'm in great shape. What could go wrong? Well, a lot can go wrong, and you're certainly not immune to things going wrong, no matter how healthy you think you are. Kind of struggled with my health throughout my life. I do have Crohn's disease. I've had lots of surgeries for that. I've had several bowel obstructions as well, which have not been pleasant, and some other issues too, with having children. And I feel like I'm very fortunate to have the 2 boys that I do have. But since breast cancer in 2013, things really definitely took a turn for me as far as what I was willing to do and what I was willing to put my body through to pursue fitness and the passions that I had with running. And I've really backed down, like I said, a lot. My last marathon was about 2 years ago. Last year I ran a few half marathons, and this year so far, since January, I think I only ran one 13-miler. But it's okay. I'm coming to terms with the fact that, yeah, I'm 50 and I'm getting older, but it doesn't mean I'm dead yet. It doesn't mean I'm willing to quit. So while I still can and this darn foot permits me, I'm going to keep exercising as long as I can. And I do enjoy lifting weights, and that is one thing I'm kind of leaning more back towards, and I'm also leaning more back towards eating a bit of a more healthy diet. So while Dave was here, even though we were out, I mean, going out to eat usually in general is a lot more high in calorie. I was still trying to be mindful of what I was eating. I would eat like cashew chicken with lots of vegetables and, you know, different things like that, and like stir-fried vegetable dishes and things. But the problem with my eating is the quantity. So I have to back way down on the quantity because I've been packing down the calories. And instead of eating like half of a chicken cashew stir-fry dish, I eat the whole darn thing. So I have to really quit that because I just have not been feeling too comfortable around my midriff the last couple weeks. And to top it off, of course, we had a COVID case here occurred at our gym, and they closed the gym down for 2 weeks, and then the last week they did open it. And last week Dave and I were super busy with different things we were doing, so we did go back last week. So I haven't been at the gym for 3 weeks now. So this morning, after I finished my business here, I ended up going back to Koh and signed up again for another month. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I also at the same time had a significant foot injury. And I was laid up for several months, lots of pain with it, lots of nerve pain. It was just awful. And I had to figure out something else that I could be passionate about and to focus in on and have a goal. And one thing about me is I always set goals. I'm always setting something new for myself to try and achieve. It just keeps me busy, keeps me engaged. And also, especially with health-related goals, it just keeps you on track. What I ended up doing was I met someone really special at the gym. His name was Smitty, and Smitty actually helped me train for my first Masters bikini competition, and it was really great. I learned so much about diet, so much about, you know, exercise, training, cutting weight, you know, just all kinds of stuff with competing like that in that arena. I am not going back to that, you guys. That certainly is not my goal this time around. I just feel my last competition was right before I had bilateral mastectomy, and I just feel like my body has changed significantly since then. And I feel differently about my body too, in the way that I look. So really my goal right now is I just want to slim down, get rid of this little Buddha belly that I'm starting to get, where I feel like I have a food baby on a 24-hour-a-day basis, and just get back into shape. So over the next several weeks, I am going to be doing just that. Hitting the gym. I'll be walking 3 to 4 miles a day. Some days I will indeed run it. It will just depend on how my foot feels. And Sundays I'll be hitting the hike with the hiking crew as one of my longer exercise days. But in order to achieve my goal, I have got to get myself on track. So what are my vices? What are my vices? Well, I have a couple to show you. My first vice, these Pringles. It could be sour cream and onion, which is actually my personal favorite, or even just the regular Pringles. I will sit here and I will munch on these, and these are not good for you. So this is a big problem for me, is my snacking, especially in the evenings. All right, so these have got to go bye-bye. I have 2 cans left. I have some barbecue flavored ones in this can, and I am actually, this is almost gone, about 3/4 of the way gone. I'm gonna finish up these chips today, and the other can of chips are not open and they're gonna remain closed. All right, so here's one vice, it's going bye-bye. My next vice, Bang Bang, okay? Now, those of you in the States, you probably have never heard of Bang Bang, but Bang Bang are awesome. So they come like this, they come in white chocolate, and I love white chocolate. And guess what? I have like 2 big packages, multi-packs of those darn Bang Bang wafer things in here. Bang Bang also comes in chocolate. So chocolate, guys. And they're like crispy and they're yummy. If you've never had a Bang Bang, you really need to have a Bang Bang. But my problem is that when I eat the chocolate ones, the vanilla ones I can just eat because they have their coconut and they're just fantastic alone. But when I do Bang Bang chocolate, this comes into play. So I open up the Bang Bang and I open up the peanut butter and I spread it on top of the Bang Bang and then I eat it like that. Or I take the Bang Bang and I dunk it in the jar of peanut butter. And guys, yeah, I like Bang Bang, but this is probably my biggest vice as far as my diet. I go through one of these jars essentially every single week. I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter anything. So I love peanut butter and honey on bread. I love peanut butter and sweet orange marmalade on bread. I love peanut butter with my whey protein shake. Chocolate. So chocolate, whey protein, peanut butter, and then I throw some milk in there and some ice, and now I have like a Reese's peanut butter cup taste protein shake, which is probably not that bad. Then I throw a banana in there too, and it's fantastic. But yeah, peanut butter, guys. Stop eating peanut butter. You know what? I don't just like eat peanut butter on bread and stuff like that either. I don't even need to have a Bang Bang for peanut butter. I eat peanut butter with a spoon. I just open the sucker and I'll eat it straight out of the jar. Now, those of you that know me well, some of my friends watching are gonna know that I love cookies. I also love cookies. So, what other things are my vice here? These darn things. These Gussin vanilla crispy wafers filled with milk cream. I know it sounds weird, but they're like, in the States we have something very similar. These are so good. Love these. Again, not good for you. What else? Oh, I have been fortunate also to discover another yet glorious snack. Woofo. I think they're called Woofo. I'm not sure if that's what that says. Okay. It might be Woofo, but these are coconut-like wafers and they're sweet, but they're not too sweet. I could just eat these, you know, multiple times a day, just snacking on these. They're so good. They're so good. So coconut's really a good thing too. It's more another, coconut's definitely a vice for me, a flavor vice. So I'd be curious to hear what your flavor vices are. Do go ahead and share with me what you struggle with not eating like the entire package of. So anyway, getting back to my plan. So over the next few weeks, like I said, I am going to be doing videos, and I am going to do a video about my progress in getting in shape and losing a few pounds. I don't regret eating
all the food that I've eaten the last few weeks. Honestly, I figured, well, let's eat it now and Dave and I will enjoy and explore and try all these cool, yummy restaurants while he's here. I don't regret it for one bit because I know all I need to do is just get back on track and I'll lose some of this weight and feel a little bit more comfortable in my clothes so they're not snug around my waist. Okay, so going to the mirror now, and I am gonna go ahead and turn the camera around. Now, I realize many people say, oh, you look good, what are you worried about? I just don't want to continue to progress in having this little tummy that I'm getting. Because the older you get, the bigger your tummy gets, the harder it is to lose. So I want to lose it now while I'm starting to make it. I'm getting this little thing going on here, and I'm probably at my thickest I've ever been. And I see weight gain in my arms, and I'm just feeling bleh, bleh. All right, so this is where I'm at right now as far as I am just not liking what I'm seeing here, and I've lost the definition of my abs. I never really had much in the keister, but yeah, I don't like having this belly thing going on here. I've got to lose this, and I would like to see a little bit more definition for sure in my arms. Oh, you guys probably haven't seen Bella, huh, since she was on the plane. So there's my Bella. Hey, Bella. Bella, you gonna show everybody how smart you are? Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. See how cute she is? She's so cute. Give me your paw. Yes, what a good girl. Give me your other paw. Yeah, good girl. Look at those big brown eyes. Okay, so there's some of her tricks. She's a little distracted right now because I'm standing here with her. If you guys were wondering how Bella's doing since we've arrived here in Thailand, she's doing perfect. She's doing great. She's settled in. We got her this little pad for the floor, so she loves laying on that. She's got her stuffed sloth that she plays with, and then she hangs out in here. And then, of course, she has a beautiful yard. We let her out, and she goes out in the grass and explores out here. And we have cats that come up on the wall, and she is fascinated by them, barks at them, talks to them. Nice and closed, safe yard for her. I am going to be taking Bella out for some walks. I have been trying to look for like a safe beach area to walk with her. And the other day, Dave and I went down to Lamai Beach, and we were there, walked along the beach. I didn't see any random dogs, walking on Lamai Beach, nor did I feel that she wouldn't be safe there. Dave and I later went back to Lamai, to the beach that very same day, and we went to the Bohemia, I think it's called, and we had some lunch on the beach and enjoyed their, lounge chairs and had drinks and stuff. And that whole time I saw one couple walk down the beach with their dogs on leashes. And I asked them if they had had any issue with walking their dogs there. Although it was their first time walking on Lamai Beach with their dogs, they said they didn't have any issue. So I think it might be a good place to bring her. Do let me know if you have any other places that might be safe for Bella to be walked. She's not a fan of other dogs coming up upon her, and she will definitely defend herself. She is very sweet, but she does not like other dogs, and when another dog's aggressive towards her, she will escalate as well in the aggression area. Yeah, so I want to make sure she's as safe as possible, but I want to get her out more. I am going to be bringing her in the car a lot more, getting her just out for a ride. Now that Dave's gone, I feel like I can
really just spend a little bit more time with her. We don't have so much to do. We don't have to keep going out and checking out these resorts, making videos and stuff. Hopefully y'all won't get bored with me, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of that. My videos are going to be more about what it's like to live here. Goals, setting goals for yourself. Even if you're overseas and you're only working a few hours a day, you can't just laze around and do nothing. You've got to keep engaged and do things. I also want to do some volunteer work here. I've reached out to some friends in my hiking group, but they have some connections, so I might be doing that as well. I'm trying to network and make some friends, so I'm not sitting around by myself all day long, because that gets pretty lonely and boring. Also, some of my other goals is to learn a little bit more about the real estate business here, find out a little bit more as well about how people go about buying properties here, because, you know, if you're not Thai, you cannot own land here. There's other ways you have to go about doing a purchase. So I'd love to be able to provide you guys all information about that, so you can make a decision to come to Thailand and maybe purchase a home here that you can live in long term. Dave and I, we're not quite there yet. We're really just trying to get a feel for what Koh Samui is all about, what life is like here. See if we really have that life balance, that life-work balance we've been dying to have for a very long time. And we didn't want to wait until, you know, we're in our late 60s to retire, or to slow down a little bit and enjoy life. I hate to say this, but it's like you wait until your late 60s to retire, and then suddenly you have all these health problems and they creep up on you, and then you can't do any of the things that you said, oh, I'll do that when I retire. It just doesn't seem to happen that way. And like I said, no matter what you do, you just never know what life is going to throw your way. Enjoy what you can now while you've got your health, while you still can physically do things. Take those vacations, make your plans, because you just never know.